Hello, welcome to Superior World 07. The greatest civilizations have been built up on and around them. They provide a valuable source of water and life. We are talking, of course, about rivers. There are plenty of impressively long ones across the globe. But what is the longest river in the world? Figuring out the exact length of a river is a complicated process. You need to know the location of its source and where its mouth is, the start and end point of a river, respectively. Tributaries and channels can complicate matters further, along with the seasonal changes a river can go through. Because of this, a reverse this can be trickier than it sounds and can change over time. Considering length is not an exact science, which is why you will see different lengths listed across the internet. It also means that the longest river on the earth is disputed. The lengths listed below are approximations taking a series of variables into account. With all of that in mind, here are the top 10 longest rivers in the world. On number 10th, it's the Amur River. The 10th longest river in the world is the Amur River, which extends 4,444 kilometers or 2,761 miles. This is the total length when you include its farthest source, the river Argun. The Amur's runs begins in Mongolia and heads east through China and Russia, forming the primary border between the far east of Russia and northeastern China. Its mouth is Amur estuary, emptying into the state of Tartary. It's home to the Kaluga fish, which can grow up to 5.6 meters in length, just one of 100 different species of fish found in the basin. You can also spot the Indian lotus flower in its northernmost habitat on the river. On number 9, it's Congo River. The Congo River is the 9th longest river in the world and second longest in Africa, extending a total distance of 4,700 km or 2,922 miles from its farthest source to its mouth, running through the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Central Africa Republic, Angola, Republic of the Congo, Tanzania, Cameroon, Zambia, Burundi, and Rwanda, starting in the east of arcs up to the northwest before heading southwest to its mouth bordering Angola and the Democratic Republic of the Congo into the Atlantic Ocean. It flows through the Congo rainforest, a flow that is second strongest in the world behind the Amazon. This supplies a vital water source to over 400 species of mammals, including gorillas, African bush elephants, bonobos, and more, with over 1700 species of birds and fish also represented. On number 8, it's Rio de la Plata. Rio de la Plata is the 8th longest river in the world and it measures a grand 4,880 kilometers or 3,032 miles in length. This is the length of the combined overlapping Paraná, Rio Grande and Uruguay rivers. The Rio de la Plata by itself is just 290 kilometers or 180 kilometers long, but taken as a whole with its tributaries is much longer and runs north to south through Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay and Argentina. It empties into the Atlantic Ocean between Argentina and Uruguay. Another accolade of the Rio de la Plata is that it is the widest river in the world, reaching a treasuries 220 kilometers wide in a few areas. On number 7, it's the Obi River. The 7th longest river in the world is the Obi, which extends a total of 5,410 kilometers or 3,362 miles. This is when the Artius River is included as a part of its main course. The Obi is on the west of the three major Siberian rivers, Obi, Yenisei and Lena, and runs north through Mongolia, China, Kazakhstan and Russia. It empties into the Gulf of Obi, which is the longest estuary in the world at around 1,000 km long. Number 6 is the Yellow River. The Yellow River is the 6th longest river in the world, stretching 5,464 kilometers or 3,395 miles across China. It's the second longest river in China. It begins in the Bayanhao Mountains and winds around the north and then east with its basin in the Bohai Sea. Nearby to Dongying City in terms of provinces, the Yellow River runs through Qinghai, Sichuan, Gansu, Ningxia, Inner Mongolia, Shaanxi, Henan, and Shandong. The river's basin is said to be home to over 160 native species of fish, 19 found nowhere else in the world. The Chinese pond turtle and Chinese soft-shell turtle are also native to the Yellow River. You will also find the Chinese giant salamander by its waters. On number 5th, it's Yenisei River. The fifth longest river in the world is Yenisei, which extends 5,539 kilometers or 3,445 miles north through Mongolia and Russia. It's the central one of three major Siberian rivers and begins at its source of the tributaries Salanga River. 97% of the river is in Russia and just 3% in Mongolia. The Yenisei is home to Tamir herd of tundra reindeer, which is the largest herd of such a reindeer in world during in winter. It's been known for over 1 million reindeer to migrate to grazing ranges along the range during winter. On number 4th, it's the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River is the fourth longest river in the world and the longest in North America. Stretching from its source to mouth, it measures 5,971 kilometers or 3,710 miles. Running entirely through the United States, the Mississippi passes through the states north to south, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana before exiting into the Gulf of Mexico. The length of 5,971 kilometers comes from measuring the river beginning at its longest stream source of Brewer Spring in Montana. When measured from the traditional source of Lake Itasca, the length is just 3,766 kilometers or 2,340 miles. On number 3, it's Yangtze River. The Yangtze River in China is the third longest river in the world. From source to mouth, it extends some 6,300 kilometers or 3,915 miles. It's the longest river in Asia and also the longest river that flows entirely in just one country, China. From its source in Jari Hills, in the Tangula Mountains, the Yangtze travels east through China to the Yangtze Delta Basin. The river is also home to the largest hydroelectric power station. The river is also the only place where will you find the Chinese alligator and narrow ridge fineless porpoise. Its three parallel river of Yunnan Protected Area is a UNESCO World Heritage Site noted for being one of the most biologically diverse temperature regions on Earth. On number 2, it's the Amazon River. The second longest river in the world is the Amazon, which stretches at least 6,400 kilometers or 3,977 miles from the source to mouth. The mighty Amazon runs through the North to South America, going through Peru, Colombia, and Brazil. Its mouth, the Amazon Basin, is the largest drainage basin in the world, and the river provides 20% of the global river discharge into the ocean. There is some dispute though over how long the Amazon actually is. 6,400 is widely accepted by scientists around the world, but some claims that it's longer than the Nile. This is because there are questions about the precise location of the source. On number 1, it's the river Nile. The Nile is the longest river in the world and measures 6,695 kilometers or 4,160 miles in length from its source to its mouth. The Nile runs north through a large portion of East Africa, running through Burundi, Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uganda, Ethiopia, South Sudan, Sudan, and finally Egypt. The primary water source of Egypt, South Sudan, and Sudan, much of ancient Egypt was built up along the side of the river. Its basin is at the tip of the nation, and water from the mighty river flows into the Mediterranean Sea. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and please do not forget to hit the bell icon for more interesting videos. Thank you.